Hey Bach, thank you so much for the headbands. Hello, hello. We didn't even get started yet. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I wanted to see Tia getting the headband. Thank you. Right, the grind continues today. So, Zaref. Should be value theoretical. Yeah. How are you doing today, Bach? What's that little dot? Did I erase something? Probably. There we go. Okay, so let's paint in some more little values. Good. Gotta go start the dishwasher. Have fun starting the dishwasher. I think I'm going to put this under here. Do I? Yeah. And again, today we're testing stuff. Something is acting up again. Also, it's so funny. I somehow got copyright strike yesterday again for like music that isn't even in my playlist, which doesn't make much sense to me, but you know how it is. Anytime some AI is supposed to do the things that usually human beings should be checking, nothing ever works the way it should. I think I'm going to make this gray a little bit darker. Because for me it's too light. I need my reference for this little head here. I don't know if at first when I started drawing it was like I didn't like heads whatsoever. But rather recently I kind of started digging heads because there are so many cool ones. Because I don't know, at the beginning it felt like, why would I hide hair behind some kind of hat? I don't like that idea. I like hair. I like pretty hair. And now I'm like, why shouldn't I use some hats? They're fun. But something isn't. Hello, Cookie! Welcome back to the stream. How are you today? Oh no. I hope you're doing good. Doing good. How was your day? So far, rather uneventful. I mean, it's only 12 p.m. for me, so that might be one of the reasons. I've been doing some research in the morning for the second art test. And now I'm doing the one we started yesterday. I'm just feeling a bit tired because I really feel like the anxiety getting the better of me, which I don't like. But honestly, streaming helps because yesterday I was also very like anxious at the start of the stream and quiet, and after a while it just vanished. Okay. So hopefully today is going to be the same. Yeah. How was your day, by the way? Since it's already evening where you are. I bet you have a little bit more to tell than I do. Oh yes, do you know Wuthering Waves, the gacha game? I do know it, but I never played it. I don't play gacha games. Because I'm very, very prone to like fall into the addiction. I want to have them all. Why are you asking? It's the first anniversary today, and I basically pulled a character and a weapon. Ooh, congrats! Has it been already 1 year? still remember when it came out, dude. And I've been playing the game. Awesome. It has been already 1 year. That's crazy. Oh, for free, so I was happy. Oh, nice. I mean, what could be better? I don't know the exact system from Wuthering Waves. I didn't have to spend money here. So you have a character like the typical 5-star thing character, and you have to pull their weapon separately? Or is this like a special combination? She's all super hot. Okay. Ah, jeez. Damn. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, I've seen her. Very cool. Do you know that feeling when you sometimes get a message from people where you don't exactly know what they're trying to say with it? I don't know. Kind of. Yeah, I sadly can't talk about it publicly right now, but... I don't know. Currently, I'm like in the situation with those 2 art tests, and I'm kind of afraid that I won't be able to do both of them. Because we were having a holiday coming up to in Austria, so I'm probably going to be rather busy over the long weekend. And I don't know if I can do it, and right now I'm really struggling to see if I have to pick and choose which test I'm really taking. I mean, I started this one, but because this deadline is earlier. And I'm still not sure if I'm supposed to do the other one as well. And let's just say that one of those 2 apparently expects that we work unpaid, mind you, on like the holidays, no matter what you have planned prior, which is kind of insane to me. Is it 1 char per person? What exactly do you mean by that? Is it 1 char per person? You mean both art tests, or? Also, welcome to everybody who has joined our stream. We're just doing some character design for an art test I'm attending. Like concept art, you have to do 1 per person, if you get what I mean. Sadly, no. I don't know what you mean. For this art test, I have to design one character, and to iterate on the character, I try to do different designs and figure it out. And for the other art test, it would be props. So items that are like populating the world and stuff. So it's very different from client to client. Oh, it's different, yeah. Because it's a MOBA, so I assume it was another character. No, 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 no. It's two completely separate companies. They don't have anything to do with each other. This one is a MOBA, yes. The other one is something else. Let's just say I'm currently getting bad vibes from one of those companies. Which is like, dude, I'm going to work for free for you. And it's always the same. It's like, no, you don't have to to stress about anything. Just keep it very chill. And on the other hand, it's like, dude, you have to do everything as fast as you can. Yeah, a bit of a red flag. Right? It's always with like companies you are supposed to work for free. You get very, very cautious. Because I do still have a job as a freelancer. And I'm doing this just to get some more experience with like others. But I'm not even in the company, okay? I'm not even in the company yet officially. And it already feels like I'm getting pressured to work on holidays, which is kind of odd. So yeah. I just need to reply to this message real quick. And sometimes that's not like easy to do. Because I do have stuff planned on that day, and I'm like, if I manage it, I'll be at meetings and stuff like that, you know? But if I have like a prior appointment, it's going to be hard to like cancel it, because I don't know, I'm not going to build my life around something I don't even get paid for. Hello, Scott! Welcome, welcome. How goes the arting? It goes okay-ish. I'm currently doing something else, which I'm struggling a little bit. Because I'm trying to figure out how to reply nicely to a message without sounding like mean or offended. If that makes any sense. Because the message itself seems a little bit offensive, so I don't want to like backfire. I want to keep it chill. And businesslike. So, yeah. You should just reply LMNO. No. Just putting up the middle finger. I'm afraid I'm no help. I've been told I can be quite blunt. That's my issue as well. Sometimes. That's why I'm currently really thinking of what I'm writing. How do I do this? How do I do this? This from the same game devs? The message or no, it's not from the same devs as from the art test I'm currently doing. Message no, it's from the other studio. It's just, I explained to the others before you came into the chat, Scott, that I'm currently like thinking about how I'm dealing with the situation with having 2 artists at 2 different companies that want me to work for free for them. And I am not sure if I can pull off both art tests in time, because we have a holiday coming up, we have like a lot of stuff to do on the weekend, and I'm trying my very best to like juggle everything at the same time. And I'm currently getting very bad vibes from one of the companies, which is kind of throwing me a little bit off. Because it's like, I have had a few red flags already, and I didn't even officially start yet, so I'm honestly thinking about not doing the second art test at all if the bad vibes are like continuing. It's not like it's super bad what is happening currently, but it's also not making me feel comfortable enough to really be passionate about the project. I trust your gut and politely decline. Yeah, I'm going to wait until I probably get back from this art test, and I'm going to see what happens, because I really don't feel comfortable working for free for somebody I'm not really staying behind. And that's my issue, because if I do a voluntary work, then I want to be passionate about it, I want to really do the work, I want to have fun with it. And if that means that I'm probably going to ditch the project I think has more potential for the project that has better vibes, I'm all in. ultimately you're volunteering your time to them. You're under no obligations. Fair to see how it goes over a few days, but if nothing changes, I'd suggest backing out and focusing on the projects you actually enjoy. Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm scooting back over to my drawing board because I have now replied in truthful fashion, yet in nice words. And I mean, I'm not a person to hide behind like my opinions. And if they continue to like wave the red flags like that, I don't think I'm going to do this for very long. I mean, honestly, I don't want to go into details and stuff because I don't want to shame anyone, but let's just say I'm not feeling very comfortable with that specific client. If I was working with a community center and they're being weird, I just go work with a different community center. I've stayed with the one I'm at because they've been so welcoming and accommodating. Yeah, right. I think especially with volunteer work and projects, it's so important that you just click with everybody and that you're having fun doing what you're doing. Because everything else is just like a huge, huge obstacle. I mean, I can only compare it to like school projects where you have that one person that puts their everything into the project and everybody else is just doing nothing. Or you have this one like group leader who is like a total jerk all the time. And does no work whatsoever and is totally unreliable. That's how it often feels with those like freelance projects where you work for free. I even had one recently that just blew my freaking mind, okay? I was like, what was it from the rookies? I think so. I was looking for like projects I could do with others before I started streaming because I wanted to get some more experience working together with other artists to do some networking and stuff. And I found this posting where somebody was looking for a concept artist and stuff, and they wanted to do like a sci-fi bus project and things like that. And it sounded very cool. I talked to them, I had a little chat with their team lead, and so far so good. It really seemed really nice. We were 4 people, I think. Yes, 4. And yeah, I honestly couldn't complain. And I started working on it, and they had a very tight deadline. They wanted to do this. It was a sci-fi bust we wanted to do. Wait. It's also important for organizers to realize these people are giving you their time for nothing. And if it's a for-profit company, that's even more significant because you're making money off their labor. The least you owe your volunteers is to make them feel welcome and appreciated. It's just courtesy. Exactly. You are hitting the nail on the head with that. And I think with volunteer projects, this is the most problem people have. Haha, that was me earlier in the month. I did my best for a capstone game jam project for uni. The other artists... Whoa! Hey, you're welcome to the stream! Hello, Raiders!
Your lottery just rated the Grove with 18 spirits.
Oh my gosh! What is going on? Thank you so much!
Search to join the Spirit Grove.
Hello, hello! you! Thank you for the radio. Thank you! And welcome, Flanzy. Oh! Yay! We reached the follower goal! Hooray!
Goal of 70.
Welcome, Flonzy, Lord Timmy, Sir Drek here, and back, of course. Sneaky, sneaky. Thank you for the follow.
Join the Spirit Grove.
What? 49 people? Oh my gosh! What is going on? You have such a nice voice. Oh, thank you so much. I see some awesome art here. Thank you. Let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Celestia, or Tia for short. I am a freelance concept artist and illustrator, and we're just doing some character design for an art test I'm doing for a game studio. So welcome everybody! What have you been up to, Yor? Let me give you a quick shout out. It has been a while since I've gotten a raid, so hopefully I don't screw it up. Shout out. And I have the feeling that Bach is at fault. You guys are here. Oh, Twitch likes to count raiders doubled for a minute. Oh, okay. I've been studying some ice drawing. Ooh. Cool, cool, cool. Do you have a link or something? You can post it in the chat. I would love to show your work. Okay, let's see if this works. Haha, there we go. And of course I'm going to leave you a little follow. Here you go. Thank you so much for stopping by. We were just talking about very deep stuff here, like how free projects and people who expect you to work for free often like are not very nice to you. And suddenly we have some raiders coming in. You did it, professional streamer, by the way. Hey, I'm not streaming for that long, okay? Everything is very professional here, especially my Be Right Back screen, okay? Oh, your art is cute, your latte. I'm just being nosy at your coffee. I'm also being a little bit nosy. But don't tell anybody. Need to stalk people. Let's see. Stalking your ex account. Oh, I love your art. Really cool. This looks awesome. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, the BRB screen. I did try to look at Blue Sky, but it broke. Send your art. Yes, please do send your art. Your art is amazing. Thank you. Or did you mean your, because her art is amazing. Or theirs? Sorry if I mispronounced something. Ooh, stay hydrated. That's a very good reminder.
Stay hydrated.
I can send some GOF version that is still not public. If you like to, I would love to show it. But I promise it's safe. I do hope so. Because I don't want to get like striked. Because I don't have my stream tagged for adult content right now. So yeah. I can also show you guys like my future stream profile picture, social media profile picture and stuff. Which I'm still working on, so it's still a whip, but it looks a bit more than what I have right now. Oh no. This is going to be my future Twitch avatar, for those who are curious. Because everything right now is like a very basic mock-up. So I just have some simple layout and stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh damn, I knew it. It was a virus. Oh my gosh. Always those spammers. No, just kidding. And this looks really awesome. Honestly. You're so professional already. Holy schmoly. I don't know why, but this reminds me actually of my own avatar a little bit. I'm just a sucker for everything with white hair, cat ears, fox ears, whatsoever. And this looks very witchy as well, so that is kind of like insane. Could be her sister. Kinda. Oh really? It's me, but golf. Oh, that's so cool. I really love how it looks. I love the rendering, by the way, of her suit. Looks really, really cool. So guys, if you haven't yet, go and give your also a little follow. Because they definitely deserve it. Design of Rivel? What do you mean by that? Oh, is it rival? Link, let me see. This one doesn't want to load. This guy. Hello. Failed to fetch the post. Okay. Why? I think Blue Sky is having problems at the moment. Yeah, I think so too, because sadly I only got an arrow. I think Blue Sky is crushed. Yeah. No, it broke, apparently. Let's see if I can maybe just go into Blue Sky normally. If I go into Blue Sky normally, it's loading. Okay, it's only loading like UI and stuff, but no posts. So yeah. Your URL is just too popular. Yeah. You ruined Blue Sky. Congratulations! Achievement unlocked. And we were live when it happened. Nope, nope. Driving too much traffic crashes the poor defenseless app. Yeah. But that would be like kind of sad. I'm just going to test something. Oh. I'm trying yours too, Bach, but it doesn't work. I think Blue Sky is really down, because I also can't go onto the normal site if I try to reach it via Google. It's just loading and showing nothing. Yeah, Blue Sky did. Dang. But it happens. It happens. We broke the internet. Wanna try the private window mine loaded? A private window? Let's go incognito then. And by the way, how are you, darling? I hope you have a good day so far. I'm doing very good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm kind of a little bit stressed out because I have 2 art tests coming up and I'm starting a new course next week. So it's a lot to do. I also have a commission talk lined up, which I have to do with a client of mine to see what they exactly want from me. But you know, I'd rather be stressed because I have too much work than because I don't have any. It's showing as down and down on down detector, at least logically. What? It didn't work as well. Oops, unable to connect. Please check your internet connection and try again. Yeah, I bet my internet connection is down. I'm pretty sure that's the issue. Me have no internet. Sorry, Blue Sky. I don't think that's the issue. Because I doubt that everybody else is like in my personal internet. Man, we're all expecting no internet. Experiencing. Reading is hard. Also, I completely lost track of what I wanted to do here. Which is kind of bad. I got distracted by the raid. Because I think right now we have the most viewers I've ever had because of this raid, so I'm very honored. Thank you guys. What even is English? I don't know. Breakfast? Food? Something to drink? Can you eat it? Also, I need to update my follower goal, by the way. Because you guys were awesome. Let's see. Where is my Twitch? There is my Twitch. Let me go to my dashboard. Change some stuff. Isn't it update by himself? I don't know. For me, it still shows 70. We have 32 from 70. I think it only updates automatically if I restart my stream. Auto goal. Automatically level up your goal upon achievement. Updating at the end of your stream. Okay. There we have the answer. Then I'm just going to be a little bit naughty. And I'm just going to start a goal. Let's do 80. Ah, okay, good to know. Yeah. Oh. Why did you close it? So let's go. Starting a new goal. Yippee-yay.
Followers goal started.
There we go. I don't follow the statistics. That's good. I'm just having it there for fun. What do I want this checker to look like? Also, no worries for anyone here having confusion with the English language. I think everyone here is English second language at least. Probably, yeah. Probably. Because I'm not English. And I think a lot of other people in chat are also not English. Nope, LMAO. We're all just speaking English to communicate. I'm Ponglish? Oh, get it. you made me Google your Polish. And we're almost neighbors. I'm from Austria. Just a little detour through the Czech Republic, I think. If I get my geography right. I love Scottish. Scottish is my first language is Scots, and I learned English in school. I completely lost my workflow. Oh, in EU we are all very close. That's so true. It's like our continent is as big as one state in the US. Sometimes it feels like that. I think I need a proper reference for this jacket. Because winging it doesn't work out correctly. Let's see. Where did my ref go? There it is. Okay. So. Somehow my Twitch slightly broke ever since the raid. And there we go. It refuses to load. So, see if I can try this again now with reference. And of course, spelling I need to lurk. Have an awesome stream and see you soon. No problem at all. If you just need to run after having a stream, that's totally fine. I really appreciate you stopping by though. Thank you so much, Yor, and everybody else that came with the stream. If you need to hit and run, that's totally fine with me. I'm just here to provide you with some casual entertainment and some relaxing music. I think my English is a little more robust than most ESL speakers, but that's because I've been speaking it for 25 of my 30 years. But my brain still trips over itself regularly, and I still think my first language, I just use English most day. Enjoy your look, you're from Fluency. Thank you for coming, you're from Scott. You guys are also sweet. And yes, Scott, I think that sums it up. Often you I don't know, for me it's like we learn like the proper German way in school, so how you properly write, how you properly speak, but we still have this like Austrian dialect, which is very different from actual German, which often causes us to mix up like written words that you only use for speech. But in the end, you should like, if you have like a very heavy dialect, if you're like from the countryside like I am, you usually should like teach yourself a very proper way to speak German so people actually understand you. But for me, I've hung out with so many German people that I can't do any other like clean accent except for the German accent, and people actually think I'm from Germany instead of Austria because of that. Because I completely forgot how to actually do like the pretty Austrian way to talk. Because I just prefer like the German version more because it's more cleaner and well pronounced and the thing we get taught at school. So that's kind of funny. Also, I'm not sure with some of my references if they are really AI or not. Because this one piece looks very rather convincing, but at the same time not. So I'm pretty sure that is AI. So I'm going to search for a better reference, hopefully. Which is kind of hard nowadays because everything seems to be AI. Even if you're just like typing military jacket. In Scotland, Scots is the language of the home for most people. If I'm just out in the village, I speak Scots, and that means I sometimes slip Scots into when I'm speaking English because Scots feels more natural. But if I'm online or speaking to foreigners, I speak English. Yeah, that totally makes sense. For me, it's always I go with the flow. So if like somebody is talking English, I talk English. If somebody's talking Austrian German, and I talk Austrian German with the dialect. And if someone is talking German, I talk German. But for me, the difficult part is if you have like a person there that speaks the German and somebody that speaks the Austrian German, and both understand each other so they can just speak the language that they grew up with. And I'm in the middle and my brain is like, oh my god, I don't know how to speak anymore. Because I want to do both at the same time, and it's like Thea.exe stop working. Because that's just... I'm stumbling so much over my words if that happens, because I try to do both at once, which is insane. I don't know if that happens to you too, because I guess that could happen as well. Why isn't Pinterest working right now? I'm just trying to put something in the search bar, but every time I try to hit enter, it deletes it. But why? Don't. Did we really break the internet today? Or something like that? What? What is going on? Oh yeah, Pinterest does that sometimes. I don't know why. Okay, first time happening to me, but that's really odd. It's like the language in my brain keeps swapping over. Oh, that's such a mood when you have multiple Scots speakers and then an English only speaker. It's the most confusing thing. Okay, so you feel me there. That's also great. The internet is just having a day. Yeah, it's not even Monday, you know? Okay, I'm trying again to find a freaking reference. So, second... I'm opening search button while I'm typing, it's closing itself. But hey, at least it's apparently searching for stuff, but it's not loading. Now it loaded. So that was harder than you might think it was, which is kind of insane. Close the whole browser, maybe. That would have been the next step, but thankfully it worked. Because for me it's like, try to do the thing you're doing, then I close the tab completely, open up a new tab. If that doesn't work, I close the whole browser. If that doesn't work, I just throw my whole PC out of the window. Also, I see you opted your attack from hot girl to hot girl art. I don't know what you mean, Scott. I have no idea what you're talking about. It has been like that every day since I've drawn the sniper. I don't know what you're talking about. Bellameo, have you tried turning it on and off again? The TOA principle. Turn it off and on. Suspicious eyes. Up, 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 up. I'm just going to pretend I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, look, a pretty drawing. Will you look at that? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Seriously. If anything else is going to, like... What? I have the next error message. I think my PC is dying for some reason. What am I doing today? Oh gosh, it's not a good tech day. Do we have some solar storms maybe, and that's the reason why nothing is working correctly? Electromagnetic fields just going riot. Oh my god. Guys, you're the best. Seriously. I know those things sometimes sound very silly, but we're having so much fun that it really lightens up my mood today. Did it work? Yeah, yes it did. Pinterest, it did work. I got myself some better reference for the jacket. So don't you worry. Had to be a source of positivity. Jeez, I was feeling super drained this morning and I'm feeling a lot better now. Oh, that's so nice to hear that you're feeling better. That's amazing. But I totally know what you mean. We had this deep conversation before the raid popped in with like being stressed out about the art test and stuff. And I don't know. I was so close of actually canceling today's stream because I felt so stressed because of it all, and honestly after yesterday was so much fun, and it also started off with me being pretty quiet again and very like nervous about doing an art test on stream and stuff. And I know stream is often like a little bit distracting, but it's better than if I don't draw at all, because I like shut down and don't want to draw because I'm so nervous. Something laughter is sometimes something laughter is the best. Sometimes laughter is the best medicine. I guess should that sentence mean? And you are so right. No, that sentence was correct. Something, something laughter is the best medicine. Okay, you're confusing me. Stop that. My brain is not braining properly today. You could probably like do the worst trolls on this side of the internet and I wouldn't even catch onto it. Something, something, it's like a common phrase. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Look at you guys educating me again. See, I wasn't lying. It means like you're skipping over a sentence and saying whatever the next thing is. Oh, okay, I get it, I get it. It's kind of crazy how many phrases there are out there and they're all very cultural, differently from each other. Because sometimes you actually have like the same meanings and stuff, just translated one to one into a different language. But then there's something like this where you say something something and go on. I heard of it before. Also guys, stay hydrated. Also on that note, we are going to do our hourly little break. I also have to get myself another glass of water. So guys, make sure to stay hydrated. Maybe stretch your legs a bit. And shameless self-advertising here again. If you like my stream, feel free to leave a follow, or if you want to support me a bit more, leave a sub. And I'll be back in 5 minutes. Take care, guys. I am so sorry. This break took a little bit longer than usual, but I just got a call, which I had to take. So let's get back to work. What did I miss? Same outfit. Yes, same outfit, people. I literally just poured my tea as you said that. Oh, my timing is amazing. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. That's the wrong layer. Go. So. What are you guys up to, by the way? It's better. Or fan art. Ooh, awesome. From your Crow server or a different one this time? Of course, I put it on the wrong layer because I can. Same person, awesome. Sometimes I don't know what to draw, so I draw the same thing over. Why not? I think the most important thing is to actually keep drawing. At least in my opinion. Because as long as you keep drawing, you keep practicing, and you get better and better and better. And I have to say, even for me, this is like my personal little issue. That if I feel very bad about art, I just don't do art, and I just like fall into a slump, which is very, very bad. And that's why I also started to stream, because it kind of forces me to stay active, to just draw. And yesterday, for example, we were super productive. We got all of those girls done. We pushed them out like it was nothing, and it was a very, very productive day. But today it feels very, very slow on the other hand, because I feel that I'm not in a good place at the moment, and that's really slowing me down for some reason. I mean, it's not that surprising if you're like in a slump that it's throwing you a little bit off course, but still. Oh wait, I did do one you haven't seen yet. Oh, show it, show it, show it in the Discord. Show it. What is going on? Why is my phone blowing up today so much? That's crazy. Okay, that was you, Cookie, but for some reason it didn't pop up on my computer screen. How strange. Somehow today my computer is like not cooperating with me. Oh. Let me copy the picture. There we go. I just love this design. It's so, so, so much fun. I'm just setting the apartment a bit because I've got a person coming to install a new electric meter later today. That's so funny that you say that you're tidying the apartment. Because, I don't know, it's... If I have like workers coming over where I know they're going to make my apartment dirty, I still clean everything because I don't want them to think I'm like a messy person. Even though it's so dumb because I have to clean after them anyways. I put it in the Discord side, yeah. Technologica. Pretty. Do you also do commissions, Cookie? Scott's asking. Exactly. Bach is also showing his love for your drawing. Nope, but I'm in uni for game development. Which is awesome. Do you want some gray gloves maybe for her? Could work. Ah, fair. I wish you all the luck. From me too, Cookie, by the way. From me too. In my final year, I hope... I'm in my final year. Hopefully be done in the next 6 months. Oh, very exciting. Oh, do you have like finals as well, or do you just have to hand in some projects? Because I know it really depends on the uni you're going to. Project, like a game jam project. Oh, and how long do you guys have time? No, I don't. This fingers. Then on the job train. On the job training. Oh. That's cool. I didn't have anything like that on the job training. Or at least not where you like, I don't know, have some internships with some companies. That is actually has been organized from your university. 3 months usually. In my uni we had like a 2 weeks game jam, which was crazy. Wouldn't recommend it. That was crunching. That's the wrong layer again, because I can. I'm actually gonna run to the shops. I'll be back in 20 minutes. You go shopping, Scott. See you in a bit. On the job training, if I can find a company that will take me. Oh, so you do have to search for it. You're on your own. A friend of mine has like, they have like companies from their university, or they're cooperating with the university, and they just get like, I don't know, it's almost like a lottery, so they don't know which company they have to go to, but then they just work for them. don't have to pick and choose and do like applications and stuff. Which I'm kind of a little bit jealous of, to be honest. It's the wrong layer again! What's going on today? My brain is really not braining much. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, it would be nice if it's like from the uni. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know some unis have like very rare internships they're offering for like the star pupils and stuff, or students. But in the game industry, it's like almost non-existent. Because my friend I've been talking about, they are not from the game industry. I think they're doing like project management stuff. Something along that line, at least. It's again the wrong layer. Why? What is going on today? Chaos. That's what's going on today. Pure and utter chaos. Chaos! Yes, cookie chaos. Last 2-week game jam is crazy. It was insane. We got like no sleep whatsoever, and it's not like we needed to really push out a finished game. It was more like, oh, do something that you could show like a sponsor to game pitch and stuff. And I need another value to separate this jacket from the rest. is very rough. I wanted to try to stick to 3 values, but sometimes that's just not an option. Or at least not a good one. For us, it's a full game on Unity, of Unreal usually, and like at least 30 minutes of gameplay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we made some puzzle game that is like, oh, what was it? You were a diver and you basically locked yourself into a wreck, and you're like trying to find your way out. And during your way out, you actually experience like the 5 phases of dying or accepting death. So I don't know what were the phases like: denial, bargaining, aggression, depression, and acceptance, or something like that. And it was really, really cool, and we almost had like a finished game, but our programmers, they were like I don't know, we did more work than they did, and they were like so far behind, which sucked. Oh, like you puzzle your way out. Exactly. You had like for each emotion you were feeling, you had like one room with some puzzles that also fit the emotion we tried to depict. And it was really, really awesome. So what are you guys planning to do then? Out of curiosity. Also, we picked like a puzzle game because we only had 2 weeks and we wanted to do something we can realistically do, because we had like so much better ideas, but we knew in 2 weeks we would never be able to actually show something. Also, I need a better reference than the one I have, because that is not fitting for the pose I'm having with the jacket over the shoulder. So welcome everybody who joined our stream. We are currently doing some character thumbnails for Sniper Girl we're making, which is going to be for an artist. And why is... I'm just typing in jacket over the shoulder for reference and I get only AI stuff. Why? This is so insane. Those are better references here. It's so sad that Pinterest is like broken on AI. It used to be such a cool website and nowadays it's just awful. I don't know, I just finished my last semester, so I'm on break. Oh, but some other projects I've worked on in the past was a horror themed around phobias and a roguelike card game like Slay the Spire. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. Well, project that passed away. As with almost all game project, it feels like. Alright, before the raid came in, I was also like talking about the sci-fi project I was attending, which blew up in such a big way that was just insane. Yay! So I'm going to just retell this story for everybody who's curious about it. So I need to get back my Google on the second screen because I already have 3 screens and it feels like it's still not enough. There are so many windows open. Okay, so the story I was about to tell before our little raid dropped by. What? 3? Yes, I have 3 screens. Crazy. It's actually not that crazy if you know the backstory behind it. Because I'm a gamer. Oh, surprise, surprise. So I usually had a dual screen setup, just the basic one. It started with like I wanted to buy myself a new screen back in the days. I don't know, I think it was when HD or 2K screens first came out. So I just took my old screen and put this as my second screen. Ever since, I just always moved my oldest screen to my second screen and then threw the other out of the window. um, and when I got more into digital drawing, I was testing out a bunch of tablets and stuff, and I settled on my Cintiq. And ever since then, I had 3 screens because I have my Cintiq and my normal dual setup for gaming. So it's not that crazy. It's just that I was a gamer before I was an artist. So, oh yeah. That's the reasoning behind it. So, as I was saying, I completely lost my train of thought. Right, the sci-fi project. The sci-fi project I was talking about. So, I was attending like a sci-fi project, which I found on the Rookies, and we were a team of 4. I had a little interview with their team lead, who seemed very nice and stuff, so I decided to join the project and we were going to do a sci-fi bust. Nothing too big, it was just a little project where the 3D guys were basically wanting to learn how to deal with group projects and how you actually like work on one model or one project with multiple people and not doing it completely on your own. Emo4 is still kind of small, not gonna lie. Yeah, well, it was just for a little sci-fi bus, so it's just a small little project for them to practice, and they just needed a concept artist so they can do a unique concept. It was not for a game or anything. So, yeah, I decided to help them out because why not? And I'm so bothered by this jacket. And yeah, I did my work because they had a very, very tight deadline, so I only made some thumbnails for them. because everything else would have like taken way too long for what they had in mind. So, anyways, I've given them my design and they said it was okay and stuff, and they I don't know, it was like one of them was doing the head, another one was doing like the torso, and another one was doing the arms of the robot, and that was the general idea of the project. We had like a weekly meeting just to catch up on stuff and see if anyone had problems or what the progress was. And you could already tell that some stuff wasn't going as planned because our team lead didn't do the work he was supposed to do. So he actually like just did a bunch of really stupid things which nobody needed and was completely unusable for the workflow we were doing and stuff. So one of our other 3D guys, because I'm just a 2D concept artist, I know my stuff around 3D, I can use Maya, Blender, I can rig a bunch of stuff, but I have specialized in concept art. So I just let the guys do their talking because they knew more than me. But even I was able to tell that stuff wasn't going like it was supposed to. And they were like, dude, your work looks very bad. Like the edges and stuff, it looks very bad. And you should really redo everything if you can, because we can't work with this. And they were very upfront, very upfront with it. And this guy just didn't do the work, and it was like he was situated in a different country and part of the world, so to speak. 3 of us were in like Europe, and our time zones were very close, and he was based in Asia. So when we were awake, he was often asleep, of course. So we would often like chat and talk about stuff, and then we would wait for his reply and see what he thinks about stuffs. And everything was going fine. The guys were working on it. Yeah, there was this minor issue with like 2 of the guys were having a very good level of understanding of 3D and how it works. And then there was the other guy that was, well, not as good as the rest, so to say, and which was fine because it was just a practice project. So we were there to learn, and he was learning a lot from the others because they really took their time to explain a bunch of stuff to him. And yeah, then one day we were talking about some changes we wanted to make, because I really only mocked up some very basic concept for them. I mean, I could show it. I'm not under any NDA, so that's not a problem. It was, like I said, a very quick concept. If I can copy it in here. It lets me. Doesn't. Let's just drag and drop. This was the concept. It was a very like blocky little robot. It was just supposed to be it was Chappie inspired and stuff, and it was like an ex-military pilot soldier that lost his plane or crashed his plane, and it's searching for its purpose. So it's running around not knowing what to do, because it used to be like an Air Force autopilot before the software autopilots were invented. But that was a little bit the gist of it. And we were talking about his chest piece, which is very blocky, and usually if I do complex concepts and the further I push the concepts, I also like to pull them into 3D and fix my perspective issues and the forms before I show it to a 3D artist. But since the deadline was very tight, we decided to just mock up a very quick thing and work on it as we go. So it turned out that in 3D this chess piece was super blocky. It just didn't look as good as we thought it would, so we talked about redesigning it and stuff, and I did like a bunch of little sketches. My colleagues did some try and error in 3D, and then I don't know, we were just in the middle of talking, and then our Asian colleague stopped by who just woke up, and then he began typing. And he typed, and typed, and typed, and typed, and we were all already like, okay, what is going on? Why is he typing for like ages? And then, I kid you not, he used ChatGPT to basically tell us that we should shut up and stop talking, because he thought it's unfair that we are deciding without him while we're working and iterating on stuff while he's not there, because he's the boss. He values our input very much, and we are supposed to value his input as well. And oh no, yeah. Wait, yep, I have to, yeah, like a general idea. Yeah, cool. Oh no, yeah. Sorry, Cookie. I was just in the talking through. I didn't mean to ignore you. And just to be clear, we have given this guy tons of feedback on how to improve and stuff. And he ignored us more than once, okay? More than once. And he was being very, very non-cooperative all the time, and he didn't take any feedback serious, and he often just, I don't know, just to show you the work they did. He was in charge of the headpiece, and usually a 3D artist takes a concept and does a block out using the concept as a background and stuff. And you should stick very closely to the concept, especially if you're working with somebody else, or at least as closely as possible so that the proportions are okay. And I kid you not, I've never seen a worse job than this one. This is what he, like, did. I made a little overlay just so we can show him that what he's doing is wrong. This here is like the head he made. Snowballs. Hey, the snowballs. Welcome to the chat with like one of the worst projects I'm showing, which is just silliness. Oh yeah, it's just, it was very, very terrible. I sadly don't have other pictures than this because the drama escalated very quickly because this guy was just so salty about everything, and he was like the owner of our Discord, and he deleted our Discord. That was like insane. It's like kindergarten. Oh, that's not good. It looks like a duck. Yeah, honestly, it was even worse than that before. It was better. He already had like this. He had like a peak which almost looked like a plague mask. I got flashed here with one of the raids and been lurking since, but this sir is just too relatable. Is that so? Look at that! I've managed to pull somebody out of the lurk because of that. Are you a 3D artist or a 2D concept artist or something like that? Because it's just, this is just insane. And yeah, we showed that to him and was like, how on earth do you think this is an okay job for the concept? I mean, you can barely tell, but it's like, I'm going to make mine blue. There was this mask, like I wanted to do some sort of gas mask face for him because a lot of pilots have this oxygen mask or whatever it's called. And this is like the mask I was going for. And for some reason he did like something completely different, which looked so weird and odd, and I don't know, it's not even like in the front or something. I don't know what he was thinking in general. Because here you can also see it. It's like here is this strange grid he was going for, and there is where the actual mask should be. I mean, this is just insane. I'm a concept artist with a bachelor in game design. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of teams in university. Yeah, but it's so sad. This wasn't even in university, my dude. This is just, I don't know. it doesn't stop at university, and I think that's the saddest part of the story. University never ends. It's all an illusion. But dude, it's this story was just like purest drama. It's such a fun story to tell because I was just sitting here eating popcorn while he blew up in chat, basically like a child that didn't get his will. And yeah, it was just crazy. And don't say that to me. What do you mean it doesn't end? Oh, I'm so sorry, you're still in uni. Everything is going to be better once you graduate. Everything is going to be just sunshine and rainbows, and it's going to be perfect. Thumbs up. I know you can't see it, but I'm giving you some thumbs up. Everything's going to be fine, Cookie. Don't you worry. Also, I'm really not productive today. It's a very, very bad art day for me. I'm so sorry. Oh, my brain is not braining. Oh, hell no. I broke the illusion. I'm so sorry. Will you forgive me just this once? It's okay. I know how people are. Yeah. People are always going to be people. No matter what you're doing. An example would be Concord. That game flopped like crazy. Yeah, true, true. It's crazy though that he became the lead with this kind of mentality. I know, I honestly don't know how it happened. It was... How did it tell me? I was the last person to join the group and he was already the lead. And I think two of them knew each other from some online course or something like that, and they weren't like the closest friends and stuff, and he just mentioned that he was trying to do some sort of project and asked him if he wanted to be there too. And they were like, yeah, why not? And then they actually asked a different friend if they also wanted to help out with the project. And yeah, it was just like they didn't really know each other, and he was the one who came up with the initial idea, so he automatically became the team lead. Because it was his idea, and he wanted to be team lead because he wanted to practice how to be a team lead, so... If you ask me, unofficially it was somebody else, because there was a other guy within the group who was very awesome, by the way. And he did most of like the talking and stuff. So for me, I never really saw this guy as a proper team lead. But rather like, okay, this guy is the team lead on paper and there's this other guy who actually does a really good job. I return! Welcome back, Scott, welcome back. So yeah. I would have never voted for him if you ask me. But often It's like in the beginning people are different or act different than they're actually are. So you often don't know how they're in real life. And then if you meet them, talk to them, you actually get to know them better. Welcome back, says Cookie to Scott. And I have obtained lunch. Oh, what did you get? What deliciousness did you get yourself? I wanted to tie up, I don't think so. I think I want to pull it down her shoulder. I think that would be cooler, but I need some reference again. Let's see. Not going to use Pinterest because it's lost. I really need a different reference website that is just... That is like Pinterest, but in the good old days. I got a breakfast roll, a Bailey's cheesecake, or Bailey's cheesecake, and a coffee. Ooh. That's also relatable. In my last company, the guy nobody liked and who had no people skills became game director because he was besties with the CEO. Oh, for real. ArtStation? ArtStation is not a good place for references if you're looking for something out of real life. There are amazing artists, but if I'm drawing, I don't use other artists' work. I use real-life references. So... Ah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Amazing platform for portfolio stuff and looking other artists up and getting like benchmarks, but not if you're looking for photos. But yeah, Snibbles, that's just life, I guess. It's often, if you know the CEO, you're a made man. Vitamin B. So, wait, code up, down, from shoulder? Does anybody have like an idea how I could properly Google that one? If not, I'm going to just take a reference myself once I'm done. Oh, drooping of the shoulder? Oh, that's better. That's way better. Zero clue. Yeah. If you want an artist, it's a very good skill to learn how to research stuff. Well, the company broke apart, so yeah. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. We have a wonderful saying in German. I don't know if there's a similar one in English, but it basically goes like... A fish starts to smell from the head and not from the tail. So if the head of a company is bad news, then the rest of it is also going to be bad news. Because if the top smells, then the rest is also going to smell. Who would have thought? I know, what a surprise! What a surprise. You're German! Wie geil! Ja, dann kennst du den Spruch. Der Fisch fängt vom Kopfende an zu stinken und nicht andersrum. Amazing. What a small world. Let me guess, if you have a bachelor's degree in game design, SA, like Stuttgart, Berlin, or something like that. At least most people from Austria and Germany have like studied at that university with a bachelor's degree. Oh, that's right. NDH, aber ja, der gleiche Bums. Okay. Ja, ich habe bei der SA studiert, also... Ich habe nur... I only have the diploma, by the way, not the bachelor's degree, so... Because, I don't know, I didn't like the university and I didn't want to invest even more money to feed the people that actually have no clue what they're doing. Because hey, our teachers are students who have never worked in industry before, but we're not going to tell that before you enter. Only after. So if you know, you know. But you're not talking about Dedelic or something like that, right? Because that's just one company from Germany that just came to my mind. So, what a small world. That's insane. No, no, different company. Okay. I just had to ask because this is like one of the most prominent stories I remember from recent years. I find it I find it surprising people I find it surprises people when I mention I studied human anatomy in college rather than like culture, history, or writing. You did? That was an option? Oh, cool. I mean, for me as an artist, from the things. But wait, you had writing as an option, and now you're like a full-time game master for Pathfinder and such, and you haven't picked writing? Okay, that is surprising. Because I wanted to say for an artist like me, it would have been like the most obvious to study anatomy because once I really love anatomy and stuff and biology. Yep, never done it in college. That's so funny. But yeah, you never actually know how life goes, right? Interest shift and stuff. Because I also haven't started being an artist like... I mean, 2020 was for me the year I decided to study game art, and I only started doing concept art in 2023? 2022 after I finished my diploma, basically. So I would have also picked different stuff way back in the days if I had known that I would like study this. The intention was... Thank you! Thank you, Snivels, for the follow. Thank you so much. The intention was to go on to zoology and paleontology. Oh. I just need to look up paleontology because I don't want to mix them up because I know there is a... Yeah. Fossils, okay. Oh. Because, you know, I always, like, mix up paleontology with pathology. Dinosaurs. Bones. Fossils. But that's... Jeez. Oof. Wait a second. My brain just... It couldn't decide if it was going to talk German or English. Yeah, studying fossils was my main interest in my college years. Now I'm a writer creative. Oh, that's crazy. Pathology is when you want to work in horror games. That is so true. That is so true. You need a morbid curiosity for horror games. So, I'm a fan. Yeah, but for me, I honestly wanted to be a doctor in the past. Also, the study of hiking trails is ha 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 ha. I give you the drums. Buttons. But Scott, the thing is, my humor is very dry sometimes, so with stuff like that, you actually make me laugh. Because I'm a huge fan for like bad jokes and dad jokes and stuff. Hmm. Oh gosh. Oh, which layer did I do? Hmm? That's not good. My brain's really not, like, working today. I'm the worst for bad joke puns and dad jokes. Also very blunt humor that takes folks a minute. Yes, exactly. It's like, I don't know, for me those are often the best jokes. The worst and the best. How do I do this with like the code? So often I hear, God damn it, Sean, a few moments after I've made a joke. That's how I know it was a good joke. For me, it's always like, seriously? Are you serious? And I'm just sitting here like grinning like a dumb idiot. Like, yes, I am serious. I live for these moments. Those are the best moments. I just don't get people who don't appreciate a good joke like this. Honestly, some of those jokes are actually very educational too, so it's a win-win. I have to redo this jacket a little bit to make it like work. Also, we are going to take our hourly little break after I read Scott's message. My group was fighting spiders in the Feywild and they said how tired they were of all the spiders, so I said, what do you say you've had it with these motherfucking spiders on this motherfucking plane? And I'll go to bed. Scott, I think you managed to get Bach to sleep with your joke. Thank you for streaming. Bach, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, I really appreciate you. Have a good night and sleep well and have sweet dreams. And yes, it's KitKat time, so Bach, you're my anchor in these random streams I end up in. Yep, Bach is actually such an awesome person. He is like connecting so many people with each other. He also recommended so many streamers to me I could raid out to and stuff, so props to Bach. Best man here. So let's get back to, oh, you might like Ananatsu. Oh yeah, she's adorable. I love her. So back to your little joke, Scott. Would you say you've had it with these motherfucking spiders on this motherfucking plane? Oh wait, is this like it's the snakes on a plane. It's the snakes on a plane jokes. Okay. Snakes on a plane. Where's the original from? Because I don't know. I figured it would be like I know some um how's it called? Why is my Discord notification going off? I think D&D or is it D&D or another system that has like planes in itself, like different like multiverse planes and stuff? It's a movie. Oh, okay, then I've never seen. Oh, I think that movie got suggested to me. Wait. Somebody once suggested that movie to me. I know that like scene with the guy and the snake on the phone. The Feywild and other places are known as planes of existence. The Samuel L. Jackson quote where he says, I've had it with this motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane." Okay, yeah, I get it. Now sadly I've never seen the movie. But what movie was I watching? I think I was watching Kingsman and stuff, and then they suggested. Oh god, I need to sneeze. So sorry for that one. And yeah, when I saw Kingsman 1, they suggested to me that I should watch Snakes on a Plane 2. It got a great groan from my group for that one. You would have gotten one from me too if I would have seen that movie. But I mean, almost every time somebody is like cursing this much in one sentence and says either motherfucker or motherfucking, it's mostly a Samuel L. Jackson reference. So yeah, break. We were about to take a little break. Pretty much, yeah. Okay guys, then let's take a 5-minute break. Go grab something to drink and maybe stretch your legs. And if you like my stream, feel free to leave a little follow or even leave a sub if you want to support me a bit. Okay, be right back. Okay, I am back from the break. Also, I'm going to quickly write down your latte on my little rate cheat sheet I have. Back welcome. You think. Oh, I see. Snake on the plane line. Ah, she's back. Harley Quill, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Also, Scott, I'm going to look at this later after the stream. Because I'm currently not sure. Can I show stuff like that without getting like a banhammer or stuff like that? I'm not quite sure. I mean, I know people do reacts and stuff, but I don't know if they get actually monetized for that. And not that I really get monetized on YouTube and stuff, but just for general information. I think swearing is fine. Okay. Then maybe I can show it to you guys. Let's see.
Enough is enough!
Yeah. Okay, fine. Here we go. Just wanting to switch. Yeah, I don't know the clip, sadly. I also wonder... Why is it showing my Chrome? I still need to figure out how to... like, do a proper switch to browser stuff. Go away. Because I don't want to show, like, a bunch of things all the time. I mean, there's nothing really to hide currently, but... you never know, you never know. So, let's see if this works without a problem.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! Everybody strap in! I'm about to open some fucking windows.
He's so young in this movie. Oh my god. Okay, back to the other one. Okay. Back to chat. Hello, what is that? What is what? Oh, yippee! Don't get caught lacking now. It's such an old movie. He does look really young. Oh, Mario. Yeah, the underwater music. Where did my Purif go? There it goes. Okay, back to fixing her jacket. Let's do a quick overpaint because that's just annoying. Also, I don't know how long you're streaming today, but I have a streamer suggestion for you. Choco Korneko. Okay. Wait, I'm going to note this real quick. Gosh. I almost threw down my little keyboard. So, Choco Korneko. They're a Scottish artist, variety streamer, currently having Chet help them pick things out for their wedding. Oh, that's so cute! We'll see. I don't know if they'll be live when you're wrapping up, but you may like their stuff. I will definitely go and take a look at them later. But like you said, it depends if they're still online or not if I wrap things up, because we're going to stream for quite a while still. I'm probably going to get rid of the flowers for now. Here again. Photoshop. Please, work. I can still add them in later too. But first I want to fix this little issue with the code. Like tomorrow is right? Yes, exactly. Though it's more 1.5. Cute little cat emoji. I believe it's a ferret, but I don't quote me on that. A ferret? Okay, it's very hard to tell. For me, ferrets are more elongated, and this one is very round and squishy, so I figured it might be a cat. Either way, it's cute. Oh, limes! Wait, the VTuber limes? Then it's definitely a ferret. I haven't watched her live once, but I stumbled across her shorts on YouTube the other day, and her model is the cutest thing ever, and I really like how cool it's like animated and how cool it's tracking and stuff. And I really want a VTube model like that too. It's so adorable. Huge inspiration for me, at least. It's such a shame those models are so expensive, yeah. Yes, it was her birthday the other day and people handed out thousands of gift subs. Now I got one. Oh! Yeah, I follow Pricky and Limes as a friend of Pricky. That's how I know her. Okay, I don't know Pricky. But that's so cool. Looks like Lime does mostly chatting in games. That's what I got from the shorts as well. I think I saw her playing Monster Hunter Wilds. But isn't that like the dream? Just playing games and earning a living from it? I'm living that dream. True, 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 true. It's great. 10 out of 10 recommend. I should really get back into streaming. It's been years. Yes, God, do it! You have supporters! Need to change this hand and put it further up. I did 3 streams after a 6-year break and then fell off again. Oh, too bad. I need to do some necessary upgrades to my computer first, but once I've done that, I will. I need more RAM and a new GPU. Oh, okay. And yeah, sticking to streaming is like hard. I know what you mean. But so far, I think I'm doing well. I only started streaming... What? I only started streaming a few weeks ago, so... Aside from my little vacation that was planned all along, I have not fallen off my schedule. Not once. Why do they make streaming so scary? Why do you think it's so scary? I was always very casual with it, maybe several times a year when I felt like it. Oh, okay. I mean, mean, like I said, for me, it's just like motivation to draw. And also, game night has been fun as well. I do also sometimes guest in streams, but haven't done that for a good few months. Oh. I don't know if somebody says he was a guest in stream, that sounds so super special. Like you're a celebrity or something. I don't know, it always feels like an exam if I have to practice for. Oh, okay, I get it. I know what you mean. For me, I don't know. Streaming itself isn't as scary, but showing my drawing skills on stream is a completely different story. Because I think that's what's scary for me personally. More like I'm friends with a streaming group, so I get dragged into play video games and talk nonsense with them. Oh, okay, okay. I don't have friends. No, I don't have friends that stream, so... Something about the right side is bothering me. I don't know what it is exactly. Because I couldn't find a proper reference for this pose I'm doing. But it is probably a pose issue. If in doubt, it's always the pose. Looks like Blue Sky's back up. Do you have the name of that streamer who raided? Yes, your latte. Also scroll up a bit more. Oh no, it's already gone, the link. I have it in my history. Oh no. Yeah, I saw it, but the link they shared previously was something different. It was from a design from somebody else. If I'm not mistaken. It was your latte. Yes, they flashed me here. Yeah, yeah. But she wanted to show something else. A design of Rival? R-I-V-E-L? But sadly the link got spammed away, and because the site didn't load, it's not in my history either. Would have loved to take a look at it. Damn you, Blue Sky. I don't know them though, I just woke up in their stream. Is that so? Ever been listening to streams to fall asleep? Curse you, Blue Sky. Not really, though we love Blue Sky. Exactly. Better than X, in my opinion. Oh, come on, I'm going to merge them all together because it's a lost cause either way. I also kind of want to give her a tattoo, honestly. Like something here. Just to know what kind of tattoo. Fell asleep moderating a stream and woke up in another, as is tradition. So you're a mod in a different stream, okay. So appropriate that Twitter is now everyone's ex. Yeah. Ooh. Do they have a like a faction symbol? Not that I know of, sadly. But I want. They are American as far as I know. Something along that line. Let's go for cyberpunk. To inspiration. I mean, I could technically give her like a robotic arm in general, but I don't know why. She seems more like a purist. Let's go for a general shoulder tattoo inspiration. I need a Hawkwings theme from the others. Oh, I like that idea. Just a question, how do I want this? It'd be kind of cool if she has like wings in the back, but I can't show this from the front. I'm seeing very cool designs, but all of those are very floral. Dragon design would also be interesting. Ooh, dang. What's that? That's a whole lot of feathers. Oh, geez. This would be like amazing for her back. Really like this idea. Going to keep that for maybe the back view because we all like agreed that number 4 is like our favorite, so I'm definitely going to do this one to push it a bit further. So I'm keeping it, but I want some tattoos showing at least. just a little bit. It doesn't have to be very flushed out in this stage, but it's too noisy for me. Just me, I think, and you went with it. No, you're not the only one I asked. I showed this drawing to some of my friends and other concept artists as well. And they were digging number 4 and number 1 and 2 as well. Number 3, not so much. But hey, not every design has to be equally good. I'm going to keep the tattoo idea in mind, but I'm not going to dwell on it for too long. I see, it is very unique, yeah. I'm just afraid with number 1 that it looks too much like Caitlyn. M0.4? What? Oh, you mean... Oh, get it, yeah, yeah. You mean number 4. Mr. Magic Kindling doesn't have a bird. No, she doesn't have a bird, but I mean like the hairstyle and sniper. And since Arcane is very, very much out there for a lot of people, I suppose, yeah. You never know how people associate stuff with each other. You're right, better safe than sorry. Yeah. Exactly. Why? I color picked the pants and those should be different gray. Now it worked. Also, I still need to practice like the step of doing thumbnails more, because I usually do more line art, geez. But I want to do more painterly stuff, and this is actually a great practice for values and things like this. And these thumbnails are so much better, like, compared to my first ones I've ever done. Yep. My first thumbnails I ever did were like, they were so bad. I'm sure I still have them somewhere, but but I'd rather not show. Linien sind auch nur Flächen in Seitenansicht. Touché. Oh, that's so true. Let me see. Maybe I can show you like the very first thumbnails I've ever done, but I don't think I. Where could I have them? Because they were like from, I don't know, a few years ago. I'm just going to take a very quick look in one of my drives. And if they're not there, then I'm not going to show it, because otherwise we're probably going to sit here for ages. Oh no, I'm already seeing like portfolio from 2023. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh hell no. They're so bad. Alright, EP time for me. Bye bye and have a good rest of your stream. Good night, Cookie. Sleep tight. And have sweet dreams. Maybe I see you tomorrow. I found my first thumbnails ever. Oh my god. And hello, Moody! Welcome to the stream. Hello. My little bunny has shown itself. I'm just going to make a quick screenshot because I don't want to show my whole portfolio from back in the days, because that was awful. There you have it, my very first thumbnails that I ever did in my life. Especially the top row is wonderful. Those are like, I don't know. And it took me like multiple... Was it multiple days? At least I would say a lot more time than the things I did now. And with all the different like poses and stuff, it took me like ages to finish it, and I wasn't at all used to Photoshop. So I think it took longer for me to make those thumbnails than it took me to get to the point where with this here with those girls. So yeah. Good old days, the good old days. Am I right? But honestly, seeing the comparison from back in the day to now is really encouraging. Because I did improve! Yay! I didn't just screw everything up, hooray! No, but seriously, sometimes looking at your old work can really push your confidence. Ain't that the truth? You have improved so much, it's so fun to see. Thank you! I almost forget that you've been there for the whole damn, like, time. We've known each other for over 5 years! It's crazy! Time flies. I'm getting sentimental. Also guys, stay hydrated. Mwahaha, yes we have. Oh no, my soda stream is empty. But it should be fine until the next break. It will be close to 6 this year since it... Whoa. just cutting off this chat. It would be close to 6 this year since I hit 6 years at my job a few weeks ago. Haha. Actually, wait. We did start talking to each other. Was it at the beginning of the pandemic? Time is weird. Because in my head, I met you like the same time I began to study. It was right before COVID. Yeah, no, then it's just 5 years. Because it was 2020, then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, so it's 5 years. We're over the 5-year mark barely. Because I started studying in March 2020. And if it was shortly before that, then it's 5 years. Anniversary! Woo! Also, guys, stretch a bit and unshrimp yourself. Because I surely needed to do that right now. I thought it was 2019. Dates are hard. It all meshed together once COVID hit. LOL. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I only remember the exact date because COVID was... The lockdown was the very first day I started at university. The very first day was like the first day of lockdown. They teasered it on in February and then it started in March and everything was locked down. So yeah. Starting to draw when the lockdown hit makes so much sense, actually. I didn't start to draw when the lockdown started. That's when I started to study game design. I really started to draw after my university, so 2022, 2023, so I've been actively drawing for like, or at least taking it more seriously, like 2 years. Because then I studied concept art for a year too. The only thing I really hate currently about my drawing style is I feel like I take so long. But on the other hand, all the people that are like drawing ever since they were born, like digitally, and were doing this insanely often. Okay, yeah. I still have some super early artwork of yours. Don't share it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. My Copic marker work was okay, but not my digital one, because digital art is just, oh no. Oh hell no. So, I'm really bothered with my speed. I know today is a very bad day, but it feels like I really take a long time for everything because I don't have a lot of the proper workflow. But on the other hand, I don't compare myself to people who have been drawing digitally for over 10 years. Because of course they are going to be way quicker and faster with all like... Did you say share it? I'm currently not logged in with my private Discord account, but you know what? I'm going to see what's the earliest art in our Discord server, because now I'm really curious. Oh no! How was I muted? No! How long was I muted? How weird. So what I was saying, I don't know, what was the last thing you guys heard? Because I didn't actively mute myself. Because I was saying that this piece took me a couple of days, like a few minutes. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, then I muted myself by accident. I'm so sorry. What I wanted to say is just like this piece took me like the same amount of time than this piece back in the days. Started searching for images. Oh my gosh. So you saw everything but couldn't hear me? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's odd because I mean, I have like my mute button is like Alt and Ü for all the Germans out there because that's a button I never press while working on Photoshop because there's literally nothing keyed to it. So I'm basically pretty much safe, especially if I'm using Alt to it. So I have no idea how I accidentally pressed both. Okay, on my mini keyboard, which I use for shortcuts for drawing, they're right next to each other, so... It is a wild combo, but it works perfectly. They're not this far from each other, so yeah. I'm trying to find the copy art you did. I don't even know if I have that on Discord, actually. I might have shared it in like our general chat, and if I did, it's gone for good. So yeah, I'm just going to copy this one picture. Let's see. Because I showed you all of this, and this was like one of my very early drawings I did in Photoshop, and it's just so ugly. And I was marking this because those are actual headphones, and I always loved this kind of beauty mark for some reason. Edgy, yeah. I can't hide it, I was like in an emo phase when I was younger and, well, still kind of stuck in it. Love edgy stuff. And yeah, this one was even earlier, but it took me a few days to just figure out how everything works and to even color stuff. And if you're like used to Copic markers, it's so much harder to get the same effect on this kind of thing. So this was like crazy to me. And this was also just a couple of days, with the hours evenly spread over the days. Looks like me 15 years ago. Honestly, I think I didn't look any differently.
Hi, Sunshine, join the Spirit Grove.
Welcome, Fizzy Shine! Welcome to the Spirit Grove. Thank you so much for the follow. The music is making me tired, so I'm gonna hop off and go play video games. Have a fun with the rest of the stream. Thank you, and have fun playing Oblivion, I guess. Slaking. Hi, welcome. Nice to have you here. I'm just showing like some very old art. A friend of mine recommended you. Oh, who is this friend? I'm curious. Do I know them? Of course, Oblivion. I knew it. I hope I didn't butcher your name, Fizzy. Also, Snibbles, I didn't look any better 15 years ago. I had like black hair straightened over one eye. Not like this huge emo, like auftupierte Emo-Frisur, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Maybe you do know him, huh? It's Sir Drakir. I haven't talked much to them, but they did come into the stream with today's raid, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I still have him here, or them, I'm sorry, I don't know the gender. You followed me 2 hours ago. That's so sweet of them. You pronounced my name perfectly, and you are also German. Hello, neighbor. Awesome. And just technically, I'm Austrian, but we're not going to fight over that little thing. So yeah, German is German. What do you mean any better? It's a perfect. It is, but the stairs. The stairs is bothering me. And right now, I'm just a plain old ginger. Oh shit, I live in Austria. No fucking way, really? Then we're even like, oh, dang. Really? Haha, that's amazing. So we're not even neighbors, we live in the same hood. Oh, that's so crazy. That's awesome. What a small world. May I ask you in which state? Because I don't shy away to tell that I'm in Lower Austria. So basically Niederösterreich. Servus meinerseits. That's very funny. Does that mean it's Drachia? I don't know how to pronounce the name, right? Steiermark! Da bin ich her! Ja, jawohl. Richtig geil. Mega. Awesome. I mean, I could basically see Steiermark if I look out my window. Because I see like I'm not far away from the Erlofsee, so it's, I don't know, maybe 1 hour drive there. But I grew up in Germany. I moved here about 7 years ago. Okay, that's cool. Oh, they are the Germans, always live so far away from me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Snows. Where are you located, though? I mean, Germany is way bigger than we are, so if we're like up north, then that would be pretty far away. No, I've been in Hamburg like... Was it last year or 2 years ago? Yeah, I came from Niedersachsen. Okay. Crazy. What a small world. I love it. Berlin. Okay, and nobody ever is from Berlin. It's crazy. You'd think at least someone would live here. Really? Okay, one day I will get to you. Come to me. Leave Trump behind and come to me. You would think that actually so many people would be from Berlin because it's like... It's the capital of Germany, so it should be the mecca for like streamers and stuff, like Pete's Meat. Aren't Pete's Meat also like in Berlin and stuff? And a lot of other people, like bigger streamers, YouTubers and artists. Also, I think I'm going to leave the thumbnails SDR for now, because I think I'm only going to verschlimmbessern it, if that makes any sense, if I keep working on it. Everybody's always from the southwest. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's so funny, most of the time, if I talk to people that are like also from Berlin or very, very up north, like Hamburg or something like up there. And it's very rare to actually meet somebody who's also like Austrian. I guess there is a desert around Berlin until you hit Braunschweig, and that's why. That's so. But I guess Berlin is also very huge, right? Very niche. That's really crazy. Yeah, I grew up close to Hamburg. Cool, okay. For me, it was a bit of a cultural shock to fly to Hamburg, because I went up there to watch Harry Potter and the Cursed Child when they performed it up there, and it got darker way earlier than it did here in Austria, because it is a few hundred kilometers of a distance, and it was winter. It was cold. I think it was like January or something. I'm not quite sure. So for me, it was like insane to see the sun go down so early and rise so late. Oh yeah, it does get darker earlier. Yeah, I think that's what was it. What? Oh, speaking is hard. But I do have to say I was positively surprised, because actually I really like the architecture in Hamburg, like this brick stone type of buildings there are, and we also like took a walk around Hamburg, and we didn't get to how's it called, to the harbor, sadly, because I really wanted to see it. And I have to admit, I'm a little fan of the Rocket Beans, who are also located in Hamburg, and I was kind of hoping we might get like a little tour, because you can book it. But sadly, no. It was too spontaneous that we decided to fly up there anyways. So yeah. I'm just curious, I want to see like the first thumbnails here. I want to do like this flower I had in mind for her, but I don't know how, because with this I think she needs something interesting still for the silhouette. So maybe a belt. This is actually coming from her coat to give a bit more movement. Not so sure about that. I just want to get a little copy of this little flower here. Kind of looks like hair though. Now I'm going to leave it. What are you working on? This is actually a character design for an art test I'm doing for a game studio, which is going to be due tomorrow, so I'm going to have to crunch on it a little bit tomorrow. But it was also very tight to deadline, so... Oh, you're working for a game studio? Kinda. I'm a freelance concept artist and illustrator, actually. How far do you have to take them? That's actually a good question, because I didn't really get a proper benchmark, I would say. They just gave me a previous design they have been working on, and they told me to redo it with a very, very short brief. So I'm trying to redo it, but their design is very generic in my opinion, so it's not like, how do I explain, very interesting. So I tried to redo it but put a bit of a unique twist in each of them, but they still want to have their designs very grounded, so they're not like alienated like some of the League of Legends characters are and stuff. They want them to be very stylized, realistic, but still not, I don't know, like that they have alien stuff on them anywhere. So I'm just going to probably pick 1 and 4 and push them as far as I can, because like I said, I'm not very good at paint release stuff, but I want to give it a shot. And basically, the brief says that this is a very cool character, military soldier sniper that is very closed up and has this need of revenge and stuff, and yeah. I do have to do some color variations and turnaround, etc. until tomorrow. No, I don't think so, because they are a completely new studio, and they are only a team of 4 right now, and their concepts are only what I've seen. They only have done the front, and for me, actually, it's insane that they. How do I explain? I had the job interview last week, and I told them on Friday, and I told them that I am on vacation currently, and that I can only do like the task this week. And they said, no problem. We are working on this in our spare time. And not full time, so you can really take your time with it, and I don't need to rush anything. And if I just put in a couple of hours every day, it should be fine. But then they want that I do like a full-blown character design in just 3 days with just a few hours every day. So for me, this doesn't sound right. So I'm going to just stick to my usual concept art pipeline, because I could just have picked, okay, I'm just doing, I don't know, number 1, push this to the finish line, and I would probably easily be done till tomorrow. But they want a concept artist, and if they want a concept artist, they also have to give me time to make iterations, and also I would have loved to have some back and forth with them as well, right? So yeah, because usually I wouldn't just do 4 thumbnails, I would like do way more, and also push the idea way more, and do like crazy ideas as well. Like, I don't know, what if her head is like completely robotic and she has like one huge arm? But this would take me time. So this are more grounded ideas and fast ones, so I can even show them what I can do. And I would love to push 2 designs a little bit further, do some quick color iterations, and maybe render 1. But I'm going to be upfront with them and say it's very unrealistic what they want to do. Because what they told me is they want to do a MOBA. And I'm allowed to talk about this, so not that you guys think I'm just talking stuff out, which I have signed an NDA for. They want to do like 3 characters in 1 month. 3 full-blown characters for a MOBA, like League of Legends or Valorant and stuff. Which is way too much, and I'm just 1 person, and I'm talking about including weapons, right? Including weapons, back, front, 3/4 view. In just 1 month, 3 characters, and you're not even supposed to work full-time on it, and I'm not even getting paid for this job. Which is kind of insane. So I'm sorry, I ignored the chat a little bit. But do you have to do some color variations and turnarounds? Okay, I answered that. I dream of working as a concept artist and illustrator. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing a lot of freelance work and stuff, but I've never worked at a studio, because currently the game industry is very, very tight, and you don't get any junior positions, and for normal concept art positions I always get turned down because I don't have studio experience. Which is kind of sad, because I adapt very quickly, and I would love to learn from people in like a studio setting, because they know so many cool tricks and shortcuts and stuff. So yeah, I'm currently making a living as a freelancer, doing odd jobs here and there, and currently I have 2 artists lined up for 2 studios that don't pay you a cent, but at least I could put them in my CV. Oh, I see. That indeed doesn't sound right, no. If it's a small studio, it's fair to only make 3 to 4, because small groups usually don't have time to do 20 iterations. Exactly. But for me, it's still, I've talked to a couple of other people who also work in the industry, and especially for a junior, and in general, 3 characters in a month, if you don't even work full-time there or get paid, is just an insane amount. Especially if you have to do like weapon design and stuff too. And they also want me to do other stuff like backgrounds, UI design and stuff, which would be really cool to do, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that they are experienced enough to really understand how much time and effort goes in creating concepts. For a beginner without feedback and no pay, it's crazy, yeah. Because you have worked at a studio, right? So everybody tells me that since I don't work in a studio, I don't know how relaxed they are, and like I said, today is a very bad art day for me, and I'm also currently in a phase where I try to get away from line art so I can be faster with my concept, because line art takes away a lot of time. So I either would love to push my sketches to a point where I can just use them as line art, but I'm not quite there. And I also try to train my values and shapes. So this is why I do the thumbnails and like I do them now. So hopefully I can at least push out some usable concept till tomorrow. People often think art's super fast like a button. Yeah, like AI. Way. Here's a prompt, have fun, and you're done. No, but you're right. It's like people will expect you to be like super fast and a robot all of the time, and this is just insane to me. Wait a minute. No, but like I said, I'm just doing my very best till tomorrow. It's also very good practice for me to just, I don't know, pressure myself a little bit more to actually do good work in a short amount of time. Because if I do personal projects, I tend to experiment a lot and try a bunch of new stuff to learn and grow. So they take me like, I don't know, a piece can take 60 hours, even though it doesn't look as complicated because I'm trying a bunch of different things. Like my profile picture, it's taken me way too long, but I still had a lot of fun doing it because I was trying a bunch of new stuff and a different workflow and things like this. But yeah, I'm currently working a lot on speed and looking up like tips and tricks how to maximize what I'm doing. But I still would love to do something else here. Do some wings too. Maybe I do some wings, why not? Just to block it out real quick. Like a second layer, almost. Honestly, I'm not hating it. By the way, Snivels, because I'm curious, are you currently working in a game studio as a concept artist? What a more senior studio would do is they would kind of challenge you to see how you manage to handle it. But with 4 people, it sounds more like they just say the first thing that came to their mind. Probably, yeah. I mean, I have to say I'm trying to take this pretty relaxed because it's a studio that isn't even paying me stuff, so for me it's just also good practice in case I'm doing a real art test in the future. And streaming really helps me to train myself to be multitasking. Yeah, right, that's proper English there. To be able to multitask so that I can talk and draw at the same time. Because I want to learn how to basically also draw in meetings and stuff, so if somebody like explains something, I can already put some work into it and put out some ideas while you talk to people. Because efficiency is key, right? Currently I'm freelance, but I was in a game studio and outsourced studio Gs before. Oh, okay, that's really cool. If you want to, you can totally share your work in chat. We're all very curious what you're doing. Yes, please show us. Got some fans here. I like the idea, but I don't like the shape. Let's have some Animal Crossing music in the background. I mean, well. Oh no, did we put you on the spot? I'm so sorry. Art station, let's go. Oh, your stuff is really amazing. Bro. Welcome back, or if you were there, hello, hello. Your stuff is really, really cool. That's the friend I was talking about, yeah. I know. I remembered the name. That was that art is insane, it is really insane. He talked about me, yes. Because he was talking behind your back. Very, very bad stuff. Very bad stuff. Wait. Thank you, one day I will believe you. But your art is insane. It is really, really cool. I wish I was this good. Dude. Now I feel even more nervous that you're watching me struggle with some simple thumbnails. What was you talked about me? No, they just mentioned that you recommended me to them, so you're fine, everything is okay. No need to panic. Yeah, that Drachi's Drachi's art is amazing art. Silent stairs and judges. No! I'm going to cry in a corner. I don't know how I've earned the pleasure that so many talented concept artists are sometimes sneaking into my stream. And now Snivels is also on this list of people where I always think, oh yay, they're here, and at the same time oh no, they're here. Because I have a couple of other concept artists I know personally that stop by every now and then, so I just had a little heart attack. You're an amazing artist. No, I'm not. I'm a beginner maybe. But that's it. Jeez, I'm sweating. I mean, I guess my portfolio stuff is okay, but it's also not that impressive. At least not what Snivels showed, because like maybe I can wait, I can show you. That's like concept art I did. But it took me ages to do this, so yeah. And here I'm sitting like, oh, thumbnails. I hate thumbnails. Oh my gosh, thumbnails. Don't sweat it, that looks amazing. Thank you. Don't sweat it, girl. You guys are so sweet, really. But yeah. It looks so good. Thank you. But it took me weeks and a lot of tears. Ouch. Or I mean, proper concept art is also for me like is like... a boat I did. And it took me ages to do the order graphics for it, like front, back and stuff. This was also like for my own personal IP I did during the time I studied concept art. So yeah. But still, your art is crazy. I love that ship. When I stalked your art station earlier. Thank you! Your personal IP? Yes, my personal IP. Those are all like concept art I made up for myself. And it's like a cohesive story and stuff. I also have, wait, do I have this somewhere around here? There's another prop I have made for this IP, but which I haven't finished yet because I reached the point where I really didn't want to work on this IP anymore. I looked at it and went just like, nah. really, I don't want to anymore. Me and Fishy Shine are trying to have a personal IP together. Oh, cool. So what I'm going to show you is not public yet. So this is like a weapon I made. It's a Star Weaver, basically a magical item that weaves. Like there's this magical thread that is going through the mechanism, and then in the middle it like turns into magic and stars, and you can attack with it. I wanted to do something unique that isn't just like a plain staff or orb or something. I really wanted to challenge myself with this, but I haven't put it out yet because I still need to like do the sketch here, and yeah. That looks sick. Thank you so much. Took me a while. It looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. For some reason with props I feel more comfortable because I usually block them out in 3D and do a paint over and stuff. But I really love to draw humans as well, but I still need to really get a hang of anatomy and organic stuff. So I'm basically better at hard surface than anything else. Oh no! Not the Uno reverse card! Oh no! Where did the music go? Oh no, it's the track that has like 10 seconds of silence at the end. But guys, I am going to take a quick 5-minute break because I completely overlooked my hourly break. And I think I'm going to leave the sketches here for today. I didn't push them as far as I wanted. Oh no, I still want to find a solution for her because I want to make her jacket look more, I don't know, unique, I guess. I still want to add something to her because right now she looks a bit too plain. But yeah, guys, make sure to grab some water, stretch your legs a bit, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. And if you like the stream so far, leave a follow or even a sub if you want to. Hard surface and props mean less competition. Because everybody always wants to do characters, so if you do props and characters as a bonus, that's cool. Yeah, that's what I tried to do, but I really want to push my characters a bit more because I feel like characters are currently my weakest point compared to props, and I would love to do both because you can't do characters without being able to do props, right? So I try to be kind of a generalist and push everything to the point where I can do the thing that I'm supposed to do. Writing that down? What are you writing down? Either way, I wanted to take a break. If I don't take a break now, then I'm going to sit here and talk until the end of the stream. Here is my very professional BRB screen. And I see you in a bit. And I am back. There we go. In the end, it's all just characters. A chest or a weapon can have the same amount of character as a person. That is so true. That is so true. Especially a mimic. The most scariest chest of them all. Oh! Ouch. Just kicked my knee against the table. Because of course, like every good artist, I'm like sitting here cross-legged. But I try not to trip. That's the most agreed. Yeah, very much agreed actually. And it's all a lot of practice. Practice, practice, practice. Hey the witch! Thank you so much for the lurk! Welcome to the stream! Thank you! Another cross-legged person. Yes, I am. Welcome back, thank you, Zedrachir. How do I pronounce your name, by the way? Is it Zedrachir or Drachir? I'm not quite sure on that one. You're pronouncing it right. Awesome. Are you also from Austria, by the way? Since Fizzy is also from Austria. Just asking because I'm curious again. Unfortunately not Brazil! Wow! How did you two meet each other? I would guess online, of course, but that's insane. Okay, I would have never guessed. Interesting. Hmm. What do I do with her? What do I do with her? We met over Twitch. Oh, wait. We were on a love communities, then I rated her. We met over Twitch. Ah! That's so cool. I am personally really, really bad with Twitch. I only started streaming recently, and I still want to like watch more streams. But for me, when I wake up in the morning and during lunch, it's more like my productive period, and I really try to focus and get like the boring stuff out of the way, answer emails and this and that, so I don't watch anything or listen to anything most of the time. Maybe some chill music, and then after lunch it's already streaming, and then in the evening I'm most of the time just, I don't know, either gaming, and currently I'm playing Cyberpunk. So while playing Cyberpunk, it's often like not very good to watch a stream because it's very distracting. Cyberpunk! Yes, I'm currently playing Cyberpunk. I actually bought it way back in the days when it first came out, but let's not talk about the first days of Cyberpunk, okay? Let's just pretend they don't exist. Because they were bad. Oh no, oh, Cyberpunk is cool. No. Cyberpunk is really cool. I'm in Act 2, I could move on to Act 3, but I'm currently trying to clear the map before that, and I'm almost done except for Pacifica, and I still need to finish Phantom Liberty. But it has gotten so much better ever since the first release. Because when I first bought it, I was just so mad because there were so many bugs, and it was, for me, it was unplayable. And I did have a beast PC, right? But it was just, I don't know. I wasn't happy back then, but since the updates they did and the DLC from Phantom Liberty, it really improved a lot, and I highly recommend to everybody, because for me, Cyberpunk managed to do something a lot of games didn't manage to do lately, and it feels... I don't like open world games. I'm just putting it out there, because they do feel a lot of very grindy and repetitive often, and I don't know, I enjoy linear games more often because the exploring is more fun, you see more interesting things more often. And for me, like, peak design of an open world game is something like Skyrim. You play this game and it doesn't feel like an open world where you have repetitive stuff to do. I mean, yeah, it is kind of repetitive as well, since you have the same, like, enemies all the time, but yeah. The writing on Cyberpunk is really, really good. Yes, it is so good that it's infuriating, because the moral decisions you have to make in these games are just... they are so good and so awful at the same time, if you know what I mean. And I think Cyberpunk kind of hit the sweet spot where it feels like Skyrim. You do have repetitive stuff to do, yes, but it's fun to do it. It doesn't feel as repetitive as it does in other games. And it's such an enjoyable thing to just take a bike or a car and just to drive in Night City. And usually at some point I just skip around and do fast travels. I mean, yes, I do that in Cyberpunk as well every now and then, especially if I just, I don't know, drove up to the north and have to go down back to the south, but I do it way less than in other games. And I'm not even like a sci-fi futuristic shooter person, and I'm enjoying Cyberpunk a lot. only thing I don't like in Skyrim is that literally everything is in case. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I don't know if it's just the setting back in the days or if it was the limitations, why they did everything in case dungeons, but yeah. Which is why I'm so curious about the next Elder Scrolls. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done with the designs for now, at least. I hit the point where I think it would just get worse. And I'm going to do more tomorrow, probably. Because I still have to do stuff later on. I think it were limitations. Too much content, too little time. Yeah, probably. I have the same experience you have with Cyberpunk with Baldur's Gate 3. I'm spending hours just doing random stuff because the game is so enjoyable. Baldur's Gate 3 is like the best game ever. I haven't finished it yet, I have to admit, because I'm the type of person, if I don't play Baldur's Gate for a long time, it is every Larian game, because I have played Divinity before as well. It's if you get into the game again and you see all those skills, you're sitting here like, okay, I have no idea how my character works. I'm going to start a new save file. But right now I'm sticking to my save file even though they added the new DLC. Or not the DLC, the free update with the new classes and stuff. So I think I'm almost done with Act 2, so hopefully I can finally reach Baldur's Gate. And you can spend hours just running around the map and discovering things, and that's so insane. I'm like, I have so many markers on my map so I don't overlook a place to go. That it looks like, I don't know, I have like this detective board with tons of pins. They are doing their test run with Oblivion right now, and it seems like the next Elder Scrolls might become awesome. Yeah, I've seen a little sneak peeks of Oblivion because I didn't want to spoil myself because I didn't play the original Oblivion back in the days. So... OMG. It's the OMG because I didn't play Oblivion. Also, oh no, Chrono Trigger music. Is it? I have just a very cool Twitch safe Lo-fi music in the background that has very cool remixes. I haven't played Chrono Trigger, sadly. But there are so many cool tracks in this playlist. So I'm not surprised this one is like from Chrono Trigger. Because I haven't played it, but I heard it's amazing. So yeah, back to Oblivion. I didn't want to spoil myself since I haven't played the original Oblivion and I want to play the remake at some point too. So yeah, since I don't want to like actually start, but what I could do is one thing. Let's just merge those, and I'm going to quickly copy paste this just to save it because it never hurts to save your stuff, non-destructive workflow and all. And I am probably going to push 4 and 1 a bit more. No, I don't have time to push 2. I need to be realistic. I would love to push 2, but yeah. I don't know if I should push number 1 or 4. Because I like both of them. I can't decide right now. I think I need to sleep a night over it, actually. Yeah, I think I need to take a step back from the thumbnails and then come back to it and decide what I want to do with them. Because that's like the beauty of working alone. I have all the freedom I want right now without getting feedback from anybody. But at the same time, I have all the freedom I want without feedback from anybody, so I don't know which one would be the best for my client. So yeah, we'll see. Hey, sometimes... I think my mic died for some reason. And I don't know how. Did you just mute yourself by accident? No, actually not. I just got an error message from Microsoft, like from Windows. Gosh. That my mic setting changed because I don't know what exactly happened, but sometimes my mic gets a little bit unplugged because... How do I explain my situation here? My computer is situated underneath my desk. So I have my gaming... Yes, I have a gaming headset. I don't have my stand mic set up yet. And it's plugged in with like an audio and mic... How's it called? Plug, you know, those are separated ones. It's not an USB, it's like those separated cables. But sometimes if I try to draw and stuff, I have to put the cable on my lap and be careful not to accidentally rip it out. But even though soft tucks can cause it to unplug itself a little bit because the mic plug is a bit more behind than the other plug, so yeah. But what is a little bit scary is it wasn't like pulled out, and I just touched the cable and it felt like this good old like Wackelkontakt, you know. And I don't want my headphones to break. Today is not a good tech day. I have to put the cable on my lap. Yes, I have to put the cable on my lap and fold it because it's otherwise too long and I roll it over with my chair. And if I have it on my lap, I can also switch over to my main screen without a problem. It's not wireless, sadly. Onge, your Life is Strange art is amazing. Thank you! I'm actually so excited about that because a friend of mine commissioned this one from me. And she has the tattoo appointment tomorrow. So I might be able to post a picture how it looks on her shoulder soon. So I can't wait to see how the tattoo turned out and if the tattoo artist even got it. Life is Strange was the game that made me want to be an artist. Ah, yeah, it's such a good game. It had such an yo, that's cool, yeah. Thank you. I'm honestly so excited. And Life is Strange is one of my favorite games of all time, and my friend and I also met during the time where Life is Strange came out. So when she came to me, she was like, I want you to do my tattoo because you know a ton of stuff about video games and so on, and she trusted me more than the random tattoo guy, so yeah. Life is Strange is a memory that burned into my head. Absolutely. I cried for 7 hours straight while playing it. Yeah, I know, right? I haven't played the most recent parts of Life is Strange. like how's it called, True Colors and Life is Strange, with where Max came back, I still have to play those, but I don't have time. I have so many games I want to play and I don't have the time, which is driving me insane. My wish list on Steam is like endless. I'm going to cry. I just lost my little rating cheat sheet. What's going on today? I'm not a clumsy person, but today's just like one thing after another is happening and I can't stop it. At least the stream is entertaining if I do dumb stuff. And we're also going to raid Ananatsu later, which is also a German streamer, by the way, and I still owe her a raid. And she's currently finally online, because lately I haven't caught her in time. So, also before we raid out, I really wanted to say thank you for everybody who has stuck around with me today. It was... I'm not a clumsy person, Kobe. A person can dream, Snivels. A person can dream. It was amazing meeting you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Fizzy. Thank you. And it was awesome to meet you guys. Snivels, Drakir, and Fizzy. It was fantastic. Thank you. I still really need to thank Yorlata as well, that she sent... I hope so, that she sent you guys over to me. Because I was personally having a blast just talking to you guys. So let's see. Here is the raid message for anybody who wants to copy paste it and spam it into Ananatsu's chat later. It was an amazing stream, good vibes in here. Ah, thank you so much. Thank you. That's honestly my goal, just good vibes, having fun, some co-working, and just positive energy with a hint of clumsiness every now and then. So, let's see. I'm so going to butcher her name again, am I not? No, it's looking good. But the best thing about me, I am not a clumsy person unless I'm super nervous. And if I'm streaming, it's like I'm permanently nervous. And now I have an artist as well, and everything goes to... well. And then if I drop stuff and I am clumsy, then it's like just spiral downward, because then I get more nervous and I get more clumsy. And because I'm clumsy, I get more nervous. Because dumb stuff happens, I get more nervous and then I get more clumsy. So yeah, that's me. But enough of that. We reached the end of today's stream. Good luck with your artist. Let us know how it works out. I will! Thank you so much for wishing me luck. And have a great day as well, guys. If you like the stream, make sure to leave a follow so you don't miss out on when I go live. And if you want to support my little channel and my art, why not leave a sub? I would really appreciate that. And now I'm going to send you on the way to another amazing artist. If I put in the right comment. Look at that! Look at me being clumsy. Raid is slash, because it's from Twitch. Not exclamation mark. What do you mean invalid username? That is insane. Oh no, did you maybe stop streaming? Because that also often happens if I try to stream out. Einmal mit Profis, nicht bei mir! Sadly, you're at the wrong address if you want to have a pro streamer here. But why is it invalid? Let's try again. Okay, now it worked. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye.